All right, so I've tried dropshipping on and off for like 7 years now. I've tried selling jewelry, I've tried selling baby pacifiers, chessboards, posture correctors. And during this entire process, I spent thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours of my own time trying to learn this business model, and I've been burned many times. But I wouldn't say that all of this was a waste, because what I did learn is what doesn't work. So in this video, I want to go over my biggest mistakes dropshipping and what you shouldn't do if you're trying to get into this business. Number one is trying to be perfect. This business model is all about speed, testing things quickly, and then moving on to something else if that doesn't work. I used to overthink everything to the point that I would spend days looking for one product, and then once I found that product, I would spend more days trying to build a website and a logo, and then once that was done, I would spend more days trying to make creative videos. So by the time I actually got to running ads, I would spend over a week just to test a product that I didn't know if it worked or not yet. So when you do all of that work just to find out that the product you're trying to sell, people don't even want to buy, it's extremely discouraging, and it just makes you want to give up. That's why I think the best thing to do is just to move quick. Keep building quick, simple stores. Use ChatGPT for your product descriptions and your ad copy. Find videos from your competitors and just move as quick as possible until you find one thing that sticks. This will save you not only a lot of time, but money in the long run. Something that you have to accept is a lot of, if not most of the time, you're going to be wrong about what you think works. So you have to be disciplined with knowing when to move on and stop spending time and money on something that just isn't working. Number two is selling bad products and sourcing from bad suppliers. By now, you probably know that a good product is step one and the most important part to running a successful dropshipping store. Generally speaking, a good product is either something that solves a problem or targets a really passionate community. And there's a bunch of these. One example of a good product that doesn't really solve a problem but is a huge winner is these custom jewelry products. Because the target demographic for these products is people who want to get something special for their boyfriend or girlfriend, and that's a really passionate community. Some of the products that I've tried selling in the past are these like really gimmicky little products, which definitely do work sometimes, but it's really hard to build a sustainable business off of these after you get a couple viral videos or a couple ads that work. So when it comes to finding products, I think it's been said a million times, but the best thing to do is to find something that's already working and just copy that and make it better. And the best ways to find what's working right now is to either scroll on TikTok for hours until you find a good product that isn't oversaturated, or you can use a product research tool. One that I've been using recently is Manea. So with a tool like this, you can find hundreds of potentially winning products in just a few minutes. You can see the exact ads that other dropshippers are running on TikTok and on Facebook and how well those ads are doing for them. So you can skip a lot of the testing phase that's usually required when you're launching a new product, because you already know it's working for other people. And you can also filter out ads to find what is blowing up right now, so you can be really early on trends. From there, you can check your competitors' websites to gain inspiration and just try to do things better than them. By using a tool like this, it's just a great way to find tons of product ideas that aren't saturated. So yeah, just stay away from selling what everybody else is selling at the moment. Like for example, right now, if you scroll on TikTok enough, everybody is selling these like bloody bath mats. It's a good product for Halloween, but you can just tell that this is super oversaturated, and if you were trying to test this, you're just not going to be able to make any sales because there's so many other people that are trying to do that. All right, so say you finally found a good product and you're ready to start selling it. A big thing that I've overlooked with my stores is not doing enough research on the suppliers. When you order products on AliExpress and you're going through these Chinese suppliers, you can expect that a lot of the time these products are going to be cheap, bad quality, and from suppliers that don't actually care about your package getting there on time or in good shape. A lot of them fake the reviews, so it's really important to make sure that the suppliers you're dealing with are legit and trustworthy. So that's why I like to make sure that a product that I'm selling has been sold at least 300 times and has a 4.7 rating or higher before I even consider selling it. I've made the mistake of selling a product that had 4.5 stars, and the next thing you know, I'm getting a bunch of emails and I have to refund half of my orders because the product is not what it was described to be. Nowadays, if you want to be taking this business seriously, you have to be developing relationships with suppliers, because this is how you get cheaper product prices, faster shipping times, and custom packaging, which if you're trying to create a brand, it's non-negotiable. Luckily, there are platforms like Commercive, which will hook you up with a 3PL. I think all you got to do is pay $30 for a Discord and they'll send you the best product prices, the best shipping times. So I think that's totally worth it. The third biggest mistake I've made is not doing organic marketing. TikTok organic dropshipping has been a complete game changer for this business model. There are 16-year-olds out there right now that are making tens of thousands of dollars a month by just making TikTok videos for a product and not spending a single dollar in advertising money. And organic marketing is super powerful because once you have a couple TikTok videos blow up, you have proof of concept and you know that you have videos that people are willing to purchase a product off of it. So this takes away all the steps of having to test different ad creatives and spending hundreds of dollars, which is always the approach that I've taken. And by the time you spend a couple $100s and you're not making that many sales, you don't know whether it's the product that you're selling or the videos that are not converting. And if you don't know where to begin when it comes to making videos, you can use a service like Viral Ecom Ads to make creative videos for you. This platform is run by guys who have been in the dropshipping game for a while and they know it works. They'll scour the internet for content of your product and create a package of different custom videos with really strong hooks that you can test on TikTok and Facebook. And they'll even make videos with UGC creators using your products, which just makes your brand look that much more legit. And with their guarantee that they'll deliver the videos to you in 1 to 3 days, it takes away the need of having to order your products to your house and then make your own content when you're testing, which can save you so much money in the long run. But that brings me into my fourth biggest mistake, dropshipping, and that is overestimating margins. So what I found to successfully run a dropshipping store, you have to be selling a product for like a minimum of $40. Pretty much a good rule of thumb is the product that you're selling, it should be 3 to 4 times more expensive than you can source it for. So if you're selling something for $40, you should be getting it in that $10 to $12 range. Anything less than this, it's just way too hard to become profitable if you're running ads. This is also why it's really hard to sustainably sell these gimmicky little products. It's much easier to be profitable if you're selling something that has a high perceived value. If we take that custom jewelry box example from earlier, I mean, this is a product you can get from $8 from AliExpress and probably way cheaper from a 3PL. But if you saw this product in a mall behind a glass display and a nice box and it was priced at $80, you would not think twice about that price. That's why branding is so important, because you can sell a product that you source for $5 and make it seem like it's worth $60, $70, $80. That's really hard to do if you're selling some like plastic little toy or something. And on top of that, if you're trying to raise your average order value, there's a bunch of little tricks that you can do. If you're selling electronics, I like to sell warranty for like $5. This is something that a lot of people will buy, but almost nobody will use. Also, bundle options is a huge one. This can be something that can raise your average order value by 10 to 15%. That could be the difference between barely breaking even on a store and making thousands of dollars in profit every single month. And the fifth and final biggest mistake that I've made dropshipping is not learning from other people. I used to be totally against paying for courses and paying for people to learn, because I always had this thought that I could just learn everything online for free. It's already on YouTube. And while it is true that you can pretty much learn everything you need to know on YouTube and just by testing it, it takes way longer by doing it that way than it is by just asking someone who's already been through it. I would have been way ahead right now if every time I had an issue, I could just go to some Discord community and get an answer to it right away instead of trying to figure it out on my own. I still think that this is probably one of the easiest business models to get into, but it's not exactly easy. And I'm not saying come to me for mentorship, because I definitely still do not know enough and I'm still learning every single day. But if you do your research out there, you could definitely find some trustworthy and legit people. Some people I like are Jordan Brown. I heard Jordan Welch has a pretty good Discord. Mikey, again, is probably the most unbiased, best dropshipping YouTuber there is. Yeah, so just do your research, man, and don't be scared to invest time and money into learning, because that will multiply tenfold instead of you trying to do it all on your own. Hopefully you learned something from my mistakes and this helps speed up your journey. Like I said, I'm still learning and I still believe in this business model. I still think that there's a bunch of people who are going to make a lot of money in the next couple of years from this. So if this is what you want to do, I would say just don't give up, keep learning, and you'll get it.